Okay, so here's an example of how to do things the green way. So Green Jay Landscaping is going to give you an example of proper horticultural practices. Very common mistake that's made in the average landscape contractor is we train people how to put a new edge on the bed sharply vertically, up and down. What happens here is that erodes the base, and then this stormwater runs through here and takes soil out into the road or somewhere else. Also, it looks good for 5 minutes but does not last. The proper way to do it is on a 45-degree angle, and try not to make the bed bigger. Only try to give it a sharp new definition. And this should only be done a couple of times a year, because each time you do it, you increase the size of the bed. So whether you intend to by design or not, you're actually making the bed bigger. Now it's true the grass is going to grow into the bed, so you need to control it. But if you have a 45-degree angle, the slope will not fail. It's the same thing on a hillside or a regular landscape. The steeper the slope, the more likely it is to erode and decompose, and then the soil goes bye-bye. This will enable us to make a more sustainable edge. So what we're going to do here is we're going to take the mulch and move the mulch back into the bottom of the trench. Okay, and then this way we have a new defined edge. The rainwater is going to come gently down a slope through here and not make a mess. And that's the proper way to do it. So once again, not vertically, but at a 45-degree angle. We're going to remove the grass. Don't turn it over. Another common mistake that we see in landscape contracting is they flip this material into the bed. That takes the grass and puts it even further into the garden bed. That means you have to weed this out labor. That's a duplicate labor. We don't want to duplicate labor. We want to be efficient. This is the green way. So we want to put a sharp 45-degree angle on the bed. When you're training employees, or when you're establishing a new method or system, repetition is the key. So once again, I'm going to put this in a bucket. I'm going to remove all the grass and put it in a bucket, and I'm going to take the mulch and I'm going to move the mulch down into here, and I'm going to have a nice new edge. And that's the proper way to do it. That's the green way.